Hi friends, check this window. Here the user has entered its host name, database name, user ID and password, and once you click connect, it will connect to database and display the list of tables available in the database. So this is a connector where the user feeds the login details. So this can be used as a part of a application if you are working. So where the MySQL connection is required, so user directly can work on it. And also we'll try to suppose if there is a mistake in the or there is a wrong entry is there, we will also develop a error message. So like this we'll try to generate the application of it. So we'll finally the code will create a Windows executable code, so that you can this can work independently without Python also. We have not written any connection part of it. This is the blank window or the only the design where you have placed our labels and the inputs these are the entry boxes. So the input, our label and entry, and the button here. You can see that there is no other connection, and moreover we'll focus more on the how to connect and develop the error message and all rather than the design part of it. If you are a new and wants to learn more about this design or layout of the window, you can just read our previous tutorials on the labels and entry box, text box, etc. And we have used a grid layout here. Let's come to our button here. In the button, you can see here is the button. So in this button, we'll connect a function. We'll execute one function. We'll say it command equal to lambda, and the function name you can give anything. I am giving display this data, because that will its function is purpose is to display the data. So I am giving it here. I am so far not declared it. I will just this data I will define it at the top. So these are all layout code only. You can easily place the wherever. Suppose you want to change anything, you can change it also. So let me come back to just before the design. Yeah, here it is. So here I will say define this data. Here my function I have written. So I will start from here. Let me inside this function. First, what I have to do is mostly the purpose here is this function. When the button is clicked, the function will read the data from there and create a string and connect it. So my main task is to create the string here. So I am giving a str1. There is a variable name I am giving. Inside that I am writing the string first. This is a standard connection string using SQL Alchemy. So this you can use it. Here I will add the variables here. So I am telling MySQL DB. Now this is the format I am using, so nothing more to run. Now here I will add the first my host name here. Sorry, it is the first I will ask the user ID dot get. What is user ID dot get? User ID is the string variable. If you just scroll down, here it is. Host is the you can see there are several string variables I have declared. At line number 15, it's a host is one string variable. Now I have set it by default, it is localhost. You can change it to anything. Similarly, then like that, for every entry there is a string variable. This is the DB. This is the user ID string variable, and below that there is a string variable for the password also. So here is the for the password. So these four string variables I will place it within the my function. Within my string. So I am just giving it user ID get. So now that it will be user ID will be placed there. Plus I am adding again a string. Now this colon. Now I'll go to the next line. So I'll give it's a line. I'm continuing with the string only. pw.get. This is the password I will get. This is the again pw is the string variable I have used. So plus now there is a this is the format I am using. There is nothing to learn. Only in the format I am placing the variables. Host.get. This is the host name. I will get it. Plus now here this is there. Then plus DB name I am getting. That's all. So there is no error. Now what usually we'll do is we'll just print the our if you feel that that way you want to check it str1. So this will print to the console, and you can see that what actually before applying it to the through SQL Chemie and connecting it, you can check this also. I am just commenting it, you can check it. So now what I will do, T1 is the window or the large area at the below that one where the it's a entry box, so where I have the output will be displayed. So I am just, what I am doing first is deleting all the previous, what if anything is there. I am saying 1.0, this is only to remove whatever I am. The end constant here at line number 4, you can see I have called it. So here you can see I am just removing it, and I will update it also. Fine. So this is what I'll be up to this. I am just preparing the string I have prepared. Now I have removed the the output area. I've just removed the previous entries. That's all. Now one more thing I will do. I will create one variable in blank string actually. This I will say it output equal to 2 blanks. Now this is now I am ready. Now I will use a try and catch block. Sorry, that is try and except. Catch is in other language. Okay, so we are in the output. We'll just use the try and except block. I am just pasting it here. Okay, T1, I have not defined T1. T1 is already there. Sorry, that is because of this block, I think. Okay, let me I have to come here, use this here. I will use a pass here, so the error. Okay, fine. Now it is all right. Now what happened? I will write the connection code within the try block, and in the except block this will generate a error for me. So output, you can see if there is any error, this my output will get the error message, and error SQL Alchemy error, I have connected it here at line number 2. You can see one I am just importing the engine, and second one I am importing its error handling module. The same one can be I am used here, and the message only I am assigning to the output. Here if it is successful, the output will take the value of the list of tables. That will try now. That is the important part. The first what you will do, will connect it. My connection is equal to create engine. This is at the line top, we have imported it. Then str1. str1 is our here the string whatever we have created. Now here at line number 6, you can see that consists of all our user IDs, password, database name, and host name. So this is I have connected to it. Now next line is I'll just pull the record set from the, or collect the record set from my connection. My connection, now execute. What it will execute? I am just writing a query here. Note that this query you can change it table. So you can change it. Suppose you want some data from of a student table, you can write select star from student, where class is, whatever the query you want, that query you can write in this place. And here the purpose is only to show the tables, and so that's why I am written here. You can write whatever way you want, and that is how you will build the application, by writing different queries. For I in record set. Okay, now I will collect that one, then I am connecting it to my output. My output is the blank string, what at the line number 11 you can see I declared it. So again my output plus, because it's a I0 or I0, because I is a record set is a tuple. So that tuple, if I'll just place it in the output, you will have all those brackets and all. Instead of that, I will take only the first element. That means the table name will come. You can experiment by just placing the output to the tuple also. What I am doing is, because it's a row object, so I am just making it a string. So str I have used, and I0. If I don't use it, it will have all those brackets and commas in both the end, because it's elements of the tuple. So that I am avoiding. And then what I am doing, I am just giving after every record, once it is added, I want line break. So line break, this is the line break I am adding to it. Now that's all. Now my output is ready. What I will do, this is my output if I am getting the correct output. If I am not, then the error message will generate and that error message will be assigned to the output now. But somehow I have to display the output. So what I will do, I will come out of this, come to here, out of the try exit block, and I will write t1.config. So I am changing it, config, I am changing it the value here. So I will, not config. Okay, config also will use it subsequently. I am insert, I am adding the data here. T1 insert till this is the way we will add the data. The string is my output. So my output will hold my outputs or the error message in case there is any error and display, put it in the string. So this put it in our T1. T1 is our, it is a entry widget, entry box what we have used. So I can scroll down here. I can show you at the end it is here. T1 is written here. It's a big one, big box what you see where the output will be displayed. That I am holding it. I am displaying that. That's all. Few one or two things will add up to this, but this is our main purpose. Let's run this and see what is the output. Yeah, it is the output here. Database name, I am giving the correct output. Correct login details I will give. This is user will change that. Now I am giving this password also. This password is how I am printing it stars and all. You can see it in our entry widget tutorial. There it is there. I have just used that show option. One option is there where you can change it. You don't want to display the text whatever you want. So I am just clicking the connect. Yeah, it has worked and it has displayed me all the tables. Now what happens? I will change this my password here. Intentionally I am making it. Now what happens? Access denied. But what we will do? We will give it in a different color and different. If it is an error, let's put it in a different way. So for that purpose, I will use here. What I am going to do is, first let's understand. Here I will change the configuration. Now I will say t1.config. Now because this is the error part, because this will execute when there is a error. I am telling make it red, or you can make any color. Slightly if you want, you can change the font also. You can make it. Now what happens next time when you correct it, again the red background will be there. So for that purpose we'll reset it. So every time if it is a success, then here we also will write t1.config. What we are telling is bg equal to white. You can use hex code. There is no necessity that you must use this. So let me just white, red, whatever color you want, you can use it. Now again let me go to my, I am entering the without any mistake, correct one I am entering, so I am getting that. Now let me just slightly change my password. So if I'll connect it, it gives me red. Now if I'll remove it and use the correct one, then again it's because that config background white I am reverting and displaying it here. Next we'll try to develop a application using this. So a Windows executable code will be generated. So that will directly without any Python support we can run it. So but that is going to be a little long. So we'll stop here. In the next we'll start creating that application part. And so far you have seen this, and I'll just request you, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell notification, so you will be getting messages whenever we add it, and we frequently keep on adding it also. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching. And the next one we are developing the application.